Hello everyone and welcome to another video in my henna journey playlist, or we can call it a series right now. I created this playlist a few years back when I had an allergic reaction to chemical hair dye. It seriously burnt my neck. So ever since I switched to only using natural ingredients and herbs to color and dye my hair. As you know, henna and other Ayurvedic herbs are an excellent way and alternative to color your hair for those who are allergic to chemical hair dye or just wanting a natural way to play with their hair color without damaging it. So I noticed it's been a while since I actually posted on this playlist, so today I am really excited to share my treatment with you guys because I actually got a couple herbs that I'm trying for the very first time. I got a shikakai powder and cassia powder. I heard so much about them and I am really excited to show you guys how I implement these two herbs into my treatment this time. So before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's talk about hair prep first. Before you apply the hair dye to your hair should be clean and oil free. This way the henna will stay longer in your hair and the color will develop more properly. Otherwise, if your hair is dirty and oily, the henna will not bond with the natural hair oil at all and you will not get good results. So shikakai is great for cleansing and cleaning the hair. That's why I decided to start prepping my hair with a nice shikakai wash. And it's actually really easy to make. You can just add warm water to your powder and stir in the mixture thoroughly. I made my base a little watery because I'm not planning on leaving it in my hair to sit as a mask. I'm going to rinse it off immediately. If you want to make this as a hair mask, you can make it a little thicker and you can leave it in your hair for like 30-40 minutes and then you can rinse it off. But the way I'm making it, you can apply this as you're standing in the shower and then you can rinse it off. Shikakai is actually commonly found in India and has been traditionally used as a hair cleanser. It is also known as a fruit for hair, but a lot of people said they like it because it adds volume and it is rich in vitamins like A, C, K, and D and antioxidants that make your hair shiny, and it has antifungal properties as well that help get rid of dandruff, which is very nice. I should also mention I'm doing this the night before I'm going to do a henna treatment because I like to give my hair time to rest and air dry so I can detangle it, because my hair is really difficult to detangle when it is wet and it doesn't have any conditioner. So now I'm going to rinse my hair, and because my hair was really dirty and oily on this day, I try to only wash my hair once a week, and this is day 5, so my hair is really dirty, has a lot of products built up. So this is my first time trying the shikakai. I wasn't sure if it is clearly enough, so I used the clarifying shampoo. You can skip this totally, but I just want to make sure my hair is absolutely free from any oil buildup. Alright guys, so now it is the next morning. I'm going to start prepping my treatment, and first I want to mix my henna so it can sit for dye release. And for my base today, I am using 100% pure henna, cassia, aloe vera powder, and rosemary essential oil. I will list the measurements in the info box and I will leave links to all of the products I'm using today. I was extremely impressed with the henna that I got this time. It was very fine sifted, very good quality. Now I understand why it got so many good reviews, so I will make sure to link it below. And like I said, today I'm using cassia for the first time, and I actually read that cassia has most of the same wonderful characteristics as henna without depositing noticeable hair color on your hair. So this is excellent for those who don't want red hair, and it doesn't loosen the curl pattern in the same manner that henna can. So you can use it alone as a hair treatment. If you don't like protein treatments, it's a good choice for strengthening your hair. It makes the hair feel thicker, smoother, and it provides a great sheen, and it conditions the hair, makes it very soft. I noticed a difference this time by using cassia. My hair was very soft and it didn't get dry at all. And now I'm adding a few drops of rosemary essential oil. It has a beautiful smell that actually helps masking with the henna smell. So if you don't like the smell of henna, try adding essential oils like lavender or orange, whatever you like. And for the liquid of my choice today, I went with warm distilled water. You can use whatever you like. Again, you can use tea, coffee, but today I'm just using plain water, and just mix until you get like thick Greek yogurt like consistency. So the trick is to not make your base too wet, or it drips and becomes very messy when you apply it to your hair. My consistency is probably likened to tomato base, little thicker than ketchup. And once you get here, you can cover the henna now with a plastic wrap and leave it out for at least 3 hours for dye release. Now after 3 hours, my henna is ready. You know your henna is ready when you see the dye release formed on the surface of your base. So now I can mix the indigo, because the indigo has a very fast dye release. I have my indigo powder in a bowl right here, and to it I'm going to add some aloe vera powder for moisture and a little bit of salt, because the salt helps the color to stick to the hair even better. Now I'm going to add my warm distilled water to it, and I'm going to mix it well until I get very thick paste consistency. Alright, so I am happy with this now. I'm going to cover it and let it sit just for 15 minutes so I can show you guys the dye release. Now that my indigo has achieved dye release, look at this, so beautiful. So now I'm going to add my henna to it, and I'm just going to mix the two pastes together. At this point, check the consistency again. If you need more water, you can add some more to make it nice and smooth again. And this is what you're looking for, a very nice pancake batter. Now it is absolutely ready to be applied. Before we start the applying process, I always like to show you guys my hair before, so you get to see the grays I have, and you can see the before and after. I have like medium natural brown color, but some gray patches, and I do henna my hair every couple of months or so. My gray hair is pretty visible now, but I really like the henna dye, because as you can see, as my hair grows, the dye line isn't obvious. I could only do my roots if I wanted to, because the rest of my hair still has a great color. But today we're doing it all. We're going to apply this to my entire hair, so let's get started. I do recommend getting your own gloves. I buy a box from Target, really cheap. They are a lot more comfortable to work with than the ones come with the henna box usually. So I do recommend that. And I also recommend you work in sections. The thicker your hair is, the more sections you're going to need. But I just like to do that because I make sure everything is covered. I just take one section at a time, apply the base from the scalp to ends. I saturate every section really well and work it into every strand of my hair, ensuring that every strand has a very nice good coverage. And I'm just going to repeat this to every section and keep going until my entire head is saturated root to tip. And now that I'm done, I will cover my hair with a plastic cap. You can use saran wrap if you want. I like to use a beanie as well because I imagine the added heat helps the color develop better. Just set a timer now for 3 hours. Make yourself busy in some work until the henna communicates the color to your hair. When you're ready to rinse out the henna, use in a tub if possible. It is the best way, especially if you can fill it up. Soaking your hair completely in the water is the easiest and fastest way to loosen up the henna and remove it, especially if you have long hair. I have done that in the past, but I just don't like to waste water too much, so maybe you can use a bucket of water and soak your hair in it. That would be less wasteful. I just thought of that right now, but for now I'm just going to rinse my hair until the water runs clear and I don't feel any bits of henna left in my hair anymore. And don't shampoo your hair until after 48 hours. Alright guys, so it's actually been a couple of days now. I washed my hair with shampoo and I am happy with the results. I could stop right here. In fact, if not for the video, I would stop right here because I'm happy with the result that I got on my gray hair. I think they actually turned out very well. You can tell the Cassia really toned down that red from the henna and I got more of like a blonde yellowish highlight. If you have blonde hair, you're gonna love this. It will blend with your hair way better than mine. But even with my hair, I actually like them. I can right now put my hair up like this and you can't really see the gray hair. They blend very well with the hair. They look like very nice highlights and I really like them. But for the purpose of the video, I know some of my viewers are new and probably didn't watch any of my previous videos. So if you get to this point and you're not happy with the color that you got on your gray hair, you wish to have more of a darker color on them, you can go ahead and continue on with the second treatment. For my second treatment, I'm mixing 40 grams of henna, and this is aloe vera powder for moisture, adding a tablespoon of cassia, some shikakai powder because I have it, why not, and a few drops of essential oil, and I am using rosemary again, and I'm going to mix this with warm distilled water until I have a nice thick pudding-like consistency. Now we're going to cover this up again and let it sit for like 3 hours for dye release. My henna has achieved dye release, so I'm going to mix my indigo now. I have 50 grams of indigo, a teaspoon of aloe vera powder. Let's add a pinch of salt. And I'm just adding my water. I'm going to mix it slowly until I get a nice paste. That's very nice, so now let it sit for dye release. After my indigo dye released, I'm going to mix the two pastes together, and this is about 60% indigo, 40% henna. I did that because I want brown tones. If you want black color on your grays, then you will need to do all indigo. Like I said, do 100% indigo and let it sit in your hair for like 3-4 hours. The longer you leave the indigo in your hair, the darker it goes. It is perfect now and it is ready to be applied, so I'm just going to apply this to my hair. I'm focusing only on my gray hair, and once I'm done, I'm going to cover my hair and I'm going to let it sit for a couple of hours. And whichever way you do to rinse your hair, remember to not use shampoo or conditioner. You have to wait again for at least 24 hours. And once the last big step is done, you can start admiring your shiny, freshly strengthened hair. I always like to take you guys outside so you can see the true color, because henna does shift in color depending on the light. The same head of hair can go from burgundy to reddish brown, even black, just depending on the light. So my natural hair color, actually it is like natural medium brown, and the new color is slightly more like dark brown. It can even look black under certain light, but I think it turned out so beautiful. I feel like it really suits the autumn, fall time and the colder weather so well. A lot of people go darker on their hair color for winter, and now I understand why. With the henna, the color is really long lasting. It doesn't fade very easily, and just keep in mind the results will vary on the hair color and type. You might need a second or third application to actually get the color building up and get a good saturation. It gets stronger the more you do henna treatments. And just remember, you know, the result that I got this time, because I have been doing henna for a very long time and I have a lot of color built up, so the results that I got this time, you know, they're gonna be absolutely different than someone who's doing this for the very first time. Just remember, henna is safe and you can do it on your hair over and over again. I can do it next week, every month. It is absolutely fine. I think it's beautiful, such a nature gift. And I think that completes this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I am very happy with my new hair color, and I think it's such a fresh and just like a nice way to welcome in the colder weather. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs it up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye!